This
Hey
call is
everyone,
being recorded.
it's Phyllis Nash, and I am one of your four co-founders here at Akana. Really excited to be here. It is Friday, guys. We got what 4 more days before we get together. Some of you are coming in on Tuesday, some on Wednesday. That EE system is being utilized and loved, and so many great stories, so many great testimonies. Being able to invite your guests out on Friday for them to hear from the doctors while being in the environment. See, all you have to do is be in the room. Actually, you don't even have to be in the room. The people on the bus stop are having benefits. The neighborhood is having benefits of the EE system. So, what isn't that another phenomenal thing that Akana could bring something to the neighborhood that's going to benefit the whole neighborhood? And the people won't even know. Wow, I'm so calm. I'm so relaxed. And that's one of the major things I experienced, the calmness of the EE system while you're there, while you're sitting there. It's just a relaxing, calming. And then to be able to leave there and go take a salt bath in the salts that are provided for you there. I'm sure they'll be on sale now when they open up officially, but they're provided right now. And for you to be able to go and take that salt bath and really feel the difference, you'll feel that difference 2 or 3 days later. So a lot of good things are happening, a lot of good things for us to continue to build on the quality of our life that we're using, our foundation, starting out with our CBD, our essential oils, our other health and wellness products, then our flat belly lifestyle, and now the EE system. And guys, I want to bring up something that, he might be a doctor, Coach Dan talked about. And he talked about a client of his that had a goal to, finish a book. And one of the questions he asked that person was, what are you willing to do for that? And so a lot of times what that sparked in me was, our system of being onboarding. Now that we are growing, you're no longer babies in this. We're almost 5 years old. So we're maturing into being what it takes and knowing what it is to be a true successful person in the MLM social selling industry. And one of the most important things you'll ever hear any veteran of this industry talk about is systems, is one-on-ones, it's onboarding your new distributor into the business, it's finding out their why. Those things sound so cliche. If your why isn't big enough to make you cry, then it's not a good enough why. And that's really the truth, because if times get hard, if people tell you no enough times, if people talk to you and say, yeah, that's one of those things, or you're in one of I can't believe you're doing that, or say no, or promise to get on a call, or promise to join your business, or promise to get that 21-day cleanse when they get their income tax check, or when they do this. Hey, you can get discouraged. And if your why is not big enough, then you won't do it. And so when Dan talked about asking his client, what are you willing to do? That's the same conversation you should first have with your own self. Even today, it's not too late. But when you started out in this business, you had a reason, you had a why, and maybe you have just abandoned that reason or that why along the way. You need to regroup, especially it's a great time to do that. Now we're celebrating our 5th year. You're going to see how, if you've been here from the beginning, where we started, where we are now, what we're doing, how many lives we've affected. Hey, this is a pretty good deal. You can listen to the research done by Harvard University saying what it takes to be a successful company, what most companies do in the first 18 months. They're not around. Here we are 5 years in, what it takes to be in some opportunity of a lifetime. When you get to something good and it's not even 150,000 people in it yet, that is an opportunity of a lifetime. And so when you're talking to your new person, your sponsor, your new distributor, when you're onboarding them, when you're going through that sales academy training, you need to definitely know their why, because it's a waste of time for you and that person if you don't go through these steps, because you'll be fighting the uphill battle not even knowing what this person wants. See, when they get started in the business, they have their own set of values, their own reasons. And as a sponsor, that's the thing you're supposed to sit down and find out so that you could very successfully help them get to when they got started and meeting some of the goals that they have for themselves. That's why it's so important, if they got into this business, to say I'm going to change my legacy. It might take me 3 to 5 years, but I'm going to start on day one planning for what it's going to look like 1 year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now. You got to get to know what it is that they want, so there you know what they're willing to do to get it. So some people say, hey, I do want to change my lifestyle. I want to retire my wife. I want to retire my husband. I want to change my zip code. Well, there's some steps you got to take. And so if you find out that person's why and you write it down, because you're going to be that coach that's going to help guide them be there, support them in doing that, if they do what they say they're going to do. So if they tell you that in the next 2 years they want to be making enough money in their home-based business called Akana, then there's certain things that they definitely have to do. When you tell them and understand their why and what they're willing to do to get there. See, that's the key. They can tell you their why, they can tell you their goals, but they got to be able to commit to what it is they are going to be able to do to get there. See, are they going to open their calendar right then and there when you set up that one-on-one, going over that sales academy training, to set up 3 of their their grand opening parties right then and there? Are they willing to do that? Are they willing to make a list of 100 people for it, so the next time you guys talk, that they can start going through that list and inviting people to the event? Are they willing to, after they pass those 3 videos, that they're ready to follow up and then bring you on as their sponsor, doing a 3-way, so you can close the deal? See, you need to determine what they're going to do so that you will not waste the biggest currency that you will ever have, and that's your time. And you can tell them that too. You can understand what time I'm going to give to that person, because their goals are not as high as someone else's goals. And I want to make sure that I am there to meet everybody's goals. So if you don't have any big goals, that's fine too. But what do you have that you want to do, and what are you willing to do to get it? And then to be able to have the support of your sponsor, you have to be able to be accountable, so you don't waste the biggest currency that everybody has, and that's their time. So we've been matured over these 5 years. We have now been in the game. If you never said you've been in the industry long enough, now you're maturing in this industry, and you know what it takes. It takes a lot of hard work. Yes, it does. But it's not so much hard because it's having fun. How do you think a bunch of women spending the night, or men, or a mixed group, spending the night in the EE system, getting healthy and well, and not being able to go out and share that with other people, to ask them if they want to be a part of a global, mind you, I'm saying a kind of a global movement that's helping people have their best lives through all of the opportunities that we have to offer at Akana, both for their health as well as their wealth. So guys, let's take this week coming up on our 5th year anniversary to go back to the basics. Because if you're not onboarding your people, meaning sitting down with that brand new person that is a distributor, not a customer. The customer, you want to definitely go over their items that they purchased and, have some conversation, make sure they have their websites up. But I'm talking about a distributor that's looking to build a business, to have a plan B that might turn into a plan A. that person that is really serious and sees the opportunity for what it truly is. Then we need to go back to the basics and get off to the right start. Get them going, get your build, get business started, get them to their ranks, find out how quickly they want to hit certain ranks. Make sure those goals are something that are attainable. If they're saying, hey, I want to make 5,000 a month, but I'm not having these parties, I'm going to put those off. Well, then right there, you can just tell them that's not doable. That's not going to happen. You can really, don't be so excited about getting somebody in the business that you just let them say, because you are the sponsor. You have the experience. You know what's going to work and what's not going to work already. You're not going to make $5,000 if you don't have a daily method of operation, a system to follow, utilize the plan and system that we have in place. That's not going to happen. So guys, let's pivot and get our business, and let's go. Let's prepare ourselves for the next 5 years, for the next year and a half to become $1 billion big. And so I'm excited to see who else is out here. Dr. Roz, can you give us the schedule for tomorrow?
Good morning, Phyllis. Thank you so much. Just to piggyback off of what you just said, so that when people are doing the Sales Academy training, a lot of times we have people in our own cities, in our own states, but if you have somebody that's not, one of the ways to be personal with them is with Zoom. So I am doing a special deep dive training on Saturday evening at 6 p.m. And I'm going to go on and teach and make sure everybody knows how to use Zoom. That, yeah, you can get a free account. So making sure you're comfortable with Zoom so you can show those Sales Academy slides. If you don't have them, we'll make sure you get those to you. But we're going to give you step by step all the tips you need to be able, because many of you, definitely after this conference, you're going to start doing presentations. We need more people doing presentations, right, Phyllis?
Absolutely.
You need to know how to do your own slides. You need to get comfortable with this. You need to know how to play your own song if you want to. I'm going to show you how to do all of that. And if you get a PowerPoint and you need to make changes in that slide, we're going to go through and show a few little tips on PowerPoint. So how to make those changes. So meet us at 6 p.m. That's Saturday evening, 7 p.m. Eastern, and that's 4 p.m. Pacific. That's one announcement. The second announcement, of course, we will still have the 10 a.m. call as our custom. The next announcement, I've got a text from Melissa. A link is getting ready to be sent out soon regarding the special guests for the conference at the EE system, which is taking place on Friday from 9 to 4. She says we have plenty of room to accommodate guests. Lunch is 12:30 to 2. Classes will be at 9, 10, 11, 2, and 3. And she said, while we do want them to RSVP, when we send the link is not available yet, all the slots available, and we will allow up to 40 guests per session. Wow, that's 9, 10, 11, 2, and 3. And each session will include a medical advisory member, discuss the EE system and detox protocol. Topics will include CBD, heart disease, diabetes, and cancer. All right, back to you, Phyllis.
Awesome. And so is Abena or Crystal on the line?
Hey, Phyllis, it's Crystal. Crystal. I'm here. Good morning, everybody. We will be at the dispensary tomorrow, 10:30 a.m., doing our self-care elevation experience workshop. Thanks.
Okay. And guys, we are having a Save Your Hair event on Monday. Please let your hairstylists, your barbers, your customers, anybody you know that wants to know about hair health, because we have our trichologist, we have Roline Wilson, our scopeologist. I wanted to say scopeologist, but she is trained by the phenomenal Doris Mosley. And Doris Mosley is also going to be there via Zoom. So again, That's going to be a great event. People love, love, love both men and women. Our hair is our crown. So let's show up and show out for that event. And guys, I can't wait to see you. We are counting down. The countdown is on. So go out and push. And we'll see you back here on Monday morning. And leaders, please join us on the call. Rubies and above. We need more people on that call, guys. Let me wait. Oh, I thought somebody was giving me a message. We need more people on that call. Come on, you guys. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Bye now. So that means y'all got to rank up.